Well, welcome to day 48, and I'm sorry it's so late to do this, but it was such a full day. I wanted to just share a few crazy things that happened today. One of them is that we had around the corner from me, about a mile away, somebody's cows got out, and it showed up on our neighborhood group text, which we started about 2 months ago when we started having our fire scares, like red flag warnings, where it was very dry and hot and high winds, and there were fires going on all over the place because of the conditions that we were in. And so we kept helping each other, because if we had to evacuate, it would be like one road out of here. So we were all preparing and trying to get things notice to everyone in time for things. So we had that group text going, but all of a sudden I'm sitting there looking at something else, and I see the text start flying in saying, whose cows are these? And I'm looking at it going, where is this? And then they finally located where that was, and apparently some Longhorn cattle. If you don't know anything about Longhorn cattle, they have those enormous long horns, and they're very mean sounding kind of things. Anyway, they're very big. So we saw this, and I immediately realized that it was only, it's not even like just barely a mile, not even that, from where I am right now. So I thought, quick, the way they were grouped, we can go and we can herd them in with our cars and stuff. We can just scare them into going back in, and then someone can lock the gate. So I grabbed the wand that we have with a little lead rope on it that you can sometimes use to help walk alpacas and horses. I grabbed that, jump in my car, and I race over there. And I guess someone called the sheriff, and the sheriff was also there, and they had also kind of convinced them with their vehicle and the flashing lights to go inside the pen and then lock the gate. And then we drove up and down the road a few times to make sure there were no stragglers. But I was very tickled that I had actually just jumped in the car with my little driving wand, that I would use for the horses or the donkeys or whatever, if I ever needed to. And then we were doing it. But how helpful we are. If you don't have some kind of a situation like that set up for yourself, I highly recommend it. It would really be the right thing to do, just to get everything going. It was just that kind of a day today. It was like a last minute call from the dog groomers. Somebody canceled. Can you bring your dogs? Yes, I can do that. And it was just, in and out all day long kind of a thing. So it was very exciting, though, at the end with the cows chasing to see what was going to happen. So I will get back on track with everything tomorrow when I'm not interrupted all the time. So that was day 48. Please use your time to sit down and make a list of the things that you would need to either find help or, packing up for an evacuation, something like that, because we have our list now around here in this neighborhood. We know exactly what we need to do and when.